evening. It is Ulancy Peterson, Ride with Peterson. All right, it is Monday, August the 7th, 2023, and right now it is 9:43 at night. I am coming to you from Los Angeles, California, and I tell you, I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I tell you, this experience, I have a little flying friend here, and I'm checking him out as he checks me out. I am, I'm thinking about my time as a rideshare driver, and I tell you, through the ups and downs, through the good times and the bad times, I've had far more ups and far more good times than I had the bad times. And the bad times and the downs were pretty bad. I tell you, I've learned a lot about myself as a rideshare driver. I've learned a lot about myself being on YouTube as well too. And there was a time when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let this YouTube stuff go. I'm gonna move on. Nobody asked me. I mean, I'm just getting online thinking I got something to say and whatnot. And come to find out, I actually did have something to say. And so I'm like, hey, let me try it again. So I worked a little hard, a little poquito, and I bought myself an iPhone SE, the cheapest one they had, but it was brand new. I bought myself a Mac Mini, the cheapest one they had, but it was brand new. And I figured, hey, let me start again and see. I bought me the cheapest webcam in Best Buy a year ago. It's a 720p. And you know what? It's doing the job. I went all out with Spectrum. I went for that gig service. And I tell you, your life will change when you experience gig. I tell you, mine is, this is worth the money. My goodness, everything is just snap. I love it. I love it. Anyway, I will have to say that my life has been richly blessed because of rideshare. But even more so because if it weren't for rideshare, I wouldn't even be on YouTube. I started this channel just trying to talk about changing your oil. Then I started going on and on about making the car smell good with lemons and, giving out good fancy water, which I still drink myself. I don't know if I actually give it away anymore, but then I started thinking, how can we make this thing fair? How can we make it work for the drivers and the customers and the companies? And I think I got a solution that might actually work. It's zone trips. Instead of per mile, you do it per zone. So let's say a zone is 10 miles. That means 10 miles from the origination point. Anything within that first 10 miles, you get $10 for the trip. If you got to go two trips, okay, it's two zones, that's $20. Three zones, $30. So on and so forth, for as long as the driver is willing to do it. This is not the same as $10 a mile. I wish it were $10 a mile. This is not the same as $1 a mile, because the zones make everything fair. Because let's say the driver controls how many zones they're willing to drive. They'll say, okay, I'm willing to drive 10 zones out. It makes it predictable, and they can achieve specific monetary goals by driving based on zones instead of mileage and time. It will give customers the predictability they want and also the cheapness they want too. Yet at the same time, drivers can say, hey, I don't want to drive more than 10 miles away from my home zone. I don't want to drive more than 20 miles. Or you know what? I don't care. If I get a person who wants to go to Vegas, hey, viva la Vegas. Let's do it. Somebody who wants to go to San Diego, Palm Springs, Santa Barbara, hey, let's make a road trip out of it. Get paid along the way, have some fun in those different cities, come back home. I think it will work for everybody. It keeps everything affordable, so for those who want to stay within that 10-mile zone that they don't want to go any further than that, they can do as many trips as they want in there. It also ensures that you have a good number of drivers so that all the ride requests can be accomplished. Like, for example, let's say you have 3 drivers. One driver only wants to do one zone. One driver only wants to go up to 2 zones. And one driver wants to go up to 3 zones. And then you have 3 customers. Well, let's say you have that customer who wants to go, who's comfortable with driving out 3 zones. Okay, boom, he's got a trip. Next driver gets the 1 zone customer. Next customer, she gets the 2 zone trip. And then the drivers can adjust how they want to work based on how they want to set everything up. So that if they say, hey, I only want to do 1 zones, I only want to go a max of 10 miles out, boom, there you go. One zone out, and you decide how long the zone is going to go. But I think that will be much more effective, and I think everybody will get what they want. I look forward to hearing your comments on this. And I'm toying around with a couple of things I want to talk about. For example, I'm getting real close to doing the food stuff and talking about grown-up table conversations. Yeah, and talking about what else? Let me see. Product reviews, and believe it or not, the big P, politics. I've been told about that one so much, talk about politics. But I figure, hey, you know what? Between talking about the grown-up table, talking about what else? The politics, the food, and products. I think I'd be pretty good at this. We'll see. I got to give the people what they want, and I'm trying. Thank you. I look forward to your videos. I look forward to your comments, and I will catch you on the next video.